What if the drinks you consume every single day are quietly damaging your kidneys without you even realizing it? Every morning, what do you choose to start your day? A glass of orange juice, trusting it will give you vitamin C. 8 glasses of water, convinced that this will completely cleanse your kidneys. Or maybe a diet soda, believing it's the smart way to avoid sugar. These are familiar habits. For years, we've been led to believe they were healthy choices. But the truth is surprising. Some of these very drinks, the most common and seemingly harmless ones, can actually be silent saboteurs, slowly damaging your kidneys and leading to proteinuria, the first warning sign of kidney disease. I am Dr. Richard Ben, and I'm here to help you take control of your health with simple science-backed advice. Today, we're going to reveal the truth. You'll discover the 4 everyday drinks that quietly harm your kidneys, and more importantly, the 3 simple science-backed options that can help protect them. Stay until the end because the number 1 drink is not expensive or exotic. In fact, you most likely already have it in your kitchen. But before we begin, let me ask you a question. Of everything you drink each day, which one do you suspect might secretly be harming your kidneys? Write it in the comments. I read every single one. Now, let's dive straight into the list. There are 4 everyday drinks that seem harmless, but in reality, they are silently damaging your kidneys and increasing the risk of proteinuria. We'll start with number 4, and by the time we reach number 1, I guarantee you'll be surprised. The 4 worst drinks that silently destroy your kidneys. Number 4, energy drinks. In 4th place are energy drinks. They're marketed as a quick way to stay alert and perform better. But in reality, they are a toxic storm of sugar, caffeine, and taurine that silently attack your kidneys. Let's look at the numbers. A single can contain between 40 and 78 g of sugar. That's nearly 20 teaspoons, more than 3 times the daily safe limit, according to the American Heart Association. On top of that, they deliver 160 to 350 milligrams of caffeine, almost the entire recommended maximum dose in a single drink. When sugar, caffeine, and taurine combine, the body goes into stress mode. Your heart rate increases, blood pressure spikes, and your kidneys are forced to filter under extreme conditions. The result? Proteinuria, proteins leaking into the urine, one of the earliest signs of kidney damage. And this isn't just theory. In 2025, a clinical report described a 20-year-old who was hospitalized with acute kidney injury after consuming 6 cans a day for just 1 week. Now, imagine the impact on older adults with more fragile kidneys. In addition, these drinks often contain phosphorus and sodium additives, further increasing the burden on your kidneys. And even if you choose the sugar-free version, you still can't escape the overload of caffeine and stimulants. The conclusion is clear. The only safe amount of energy drinks is 0. If you need energy, choose a cup of green tea or black coffee. Pair it with a handful of nuts or take a short walk. Your heart and kidneys will thank you. Number 3, alcohol. In 3rd place is alcohol, a drink surrounded by myths and controversy. Some believe that a glass of red wine a day is good for the heart, but for your kidneys, the story is much more complex. Researchers call it the J-shaped curve effect. A 2023 meta-analysis involving more than 14.66 million people showed that light consumption up to 12 grams per day, about 1 beer, a small glass of wine, or a single shot, was associated with a 13% lower risk of proteinuria compared to non-drinkers. However, higher consumption, 36 to 60 grams per day, reversed the curve, increasing the risk by 9%. It may sound like a little helps, but the reality is risky. The safe window is extremely narrow. Go slightly over and the benefits disappear while the harm increases. And if you already have proteinuria, chronic kidney disease, high blood pressure, or take medication, that supposed benefit disappears entirely. For you, alcohol can start causing harm from the very first drink. The mechanism is clear. Alcohol causes dehydration by increasing urine output, reducing blood flow to the kidneys. At the same time, it raises blood pressure, forcing the kidneys to filter under stress. A 2019 study in healthy men even showed a biphasic effect. Blood pressure dropped briefly, then rebounded higher while heart rate remained elevated, keeping the kidneys under constant strain. The conclusion is obvious. The less alcohol you consume, the better. And if you have kidney problems, the safest option is not to drink alcohol at all. If you do choose to drink on special occasions, limit it to a small glass and not every day. The safest alternatives: water, herbal infusions, or a glass of fresh lemon. Water will always be a gift to your kidneys. Number 2, cow's milk. In second place is cow's milk, a drink many of us have associated with health since childhood. Good for bones, rich in protein and calcium. But for weakened kidneys, the reality is very different. Each glass, 240 milliliters, contains about 8 grease seeds of animal protein. This type of protein creates an acid load that forces the kidneys to work harder to filter. Blood flows with more pressure. The glomeruli operate at their limit, and over time, this leads to hyperfiltration, which can result in proteinuria. In addition, milk is rich in phosphorus and potassium. With healthy kidneys, this is not a problem. But in chronic kidney disease, these minerals can build up and become harmful. A single glass of 2% milk contains over 250 millimoles of phosphorus and nearly 400 millimoles of potassium. Excess phosphorus weakens bones and hardens arteries through calcium deposits, while high potassium levels can disrupt heart rhythm and even lead to cardiac arrest. It's also important to note that skim milk actually contains more potassium than whole milk. So, switching to light versions does not protect your kidneys. Processed dairy products like yogurt, ice cream, or pudding often contain even more phosphorus due to additives. Does this mean everyone should eliminate milk? Not necessarily. For people with healthy kidneys, moderate consumption is acceptable. But for those who already have proteinuria or stage 3 to 5 chronic kidney disease, milk shifts from being a nutritious ally to a potential burden. If your doctor allows it, limit intake to half a glass and pair it with phosphate binders. Or better yet, choose plant-based milks low in phosphorus and potassium, such as unsweetened rice or almond milk. These options are generally kinder to both your heart and your kidneys. Number 1, sugary drinks and diet beverages. In first place, the most dangerous of all are sugary drinks and even their diet versions. This doesn't just mean regular soda. It includes bottled sweetened teas, fruit punches, flavored sports drinks, and energy drinks. What happens when you drink one? The fructose causes an immediate spike in blood sugar, forcing the kidneys to filter under pressure. Its metabolism produces uric acid, which is directly harmful to kidney cells. Studies show that these drinks constrict the blood vessels in the kidneys, reducing blood flow and impairing filtration. The data is alarming. In 2024, the UK BioAnk study with nearly 200,000 participants found that just one sugary drink per day increased the risk of chronic kidney disease by 45%. Even more concerning, diet or zero-calorie beverages were associated with an even higher risk, 52%. In other words, switching to diet soda may actually be worse. So what should you do? Replace sugary drinks with water infused with lemon, cucumber, or mint. If you crave carbonation, choose sparkling water with a splash of 100% natural juice. For caffeine, opt for unsweetened tea or black coffee. And if you decide to consume something sweet, do it with meals, never on an empty stomach. The conclusion is clear. Whether loaded with sugar or labeled as calorie-free, these drinks are the number one enemy of your kidneys. Up to this point, you might feel discouraged. So many everyday drinks turn out to be hidden enemies of your kidneys. But here's the good news. For every harmful option we've uncovered, nature offers a powerful alternative to protect you. These are simple, accessible, and backed by science. Now let's explore 3 powerful drinks that can help reduce proteinuria and protect your kidneys. Number 3, fresh lemon water. The first hero on our list is simple yet powerful: fresh lemon water. Its secret weapon is citrate, a compound that helps prevent kidney stones. Normally, calcium and oxalate in urine bind together to form crystals. Citrate interrupts this process by binding to calcium first, keeping it dissolved and harmless. Additionally, lemon water helps alkalize the urine, reducing acidity and creating an environment where uric acid stones cannot thrive. For already vulnerable kidneys, this protection is crucial. It helps prevent the double burden of proteinuria and kidney stones. Science supports this. A 2017 meta-analysis confirmed that citrus consumption significantly increases citrate levels in urine. A 2021 clinical trial involving more than 200 patients with recurrent kidney stones found that adding just 120 millimoles of fresh lemon juice daily increased citrate levels and reduced stone risk. And the best part, you don't need much. Just squeeze half a lemon into a glass of water each day. But make sure it's freshly prepared at home. Commercial lemonades are mostly sugar in disguise. To protect your tooth enamel, drink it with a straw and rinse your mouth with water afterward. Number 2, green tea. In second place among our kidney-protecting heroes is a simple yet powerful drink, green tea. More than just a morning boost, it contains a unique compound called EGCG, an antioxidant so potent it's often compared to an elite firefighting squad for your kidneys. EGCG works in 2 ways. First, it helps extinguish the flames of chronic inflammation that silently damage kidney tissue. Then, it activates the cell's internal defense systems, strengthening their antioxidant shield against future damage. Science supports it. Mendelian randomization studies have shown that each additional cup of green tea per day can reduce the risk of chronic kidney disease by nearly 20%. The NHANES 2025 analysis, which included 17,000 kidney patients, found that those who drank up to 4 cups daily had an 11% lower risk of death compared to those who didn't drink it. A 2019 study in women prone to kidney stones revealed that none of the participants who drank green tea daily developed stones, while among those who didn't, the rate was 42%. But to get the full benefit, preparation is crucial. Don't use boiling water. Let it cool to around 80 degrees C before steeping. This helps preserve the EGCCG. You can also reuse the tea leaves 2 to 3 times a day to extract more antioxidants. Avoid bottled green teas, as most of them are essentially sugar water in disguise. With this simple habit, drinking green tea daily can become a biological shield, protecting your kidneys from proteinuria and long-term damage. Number 1, black coffee. The strongest hero on the list is surprisingly one of the most common morning habits, black coffee. For years, coffee has been surrounded by controversy. Is it harmful or beneficial? What really happens to your kidneys? The answer lies in its dual nature. On one side, it contains protective antioxidants like chlorogenic acid and melanoidins, which reduce inflammation and protect kidney cells. On the other side, there's caffeine, a wild card that can be either a friend or a foe, depending on your genetics and tolerance. When everything is weighed, science leans toward the benefits. A 2021 meta-analysis involving over 500,000 people found that coffee drinkers had a 14% lower risk of chronic kidney disease, an 18% lower risk of end-stage kidney disease, and a 19% lower risk of proteinuria. A 2022 study with nearly 800,000 participants showed that those who consumed more coffee had a 32% lower risk of kidney stones. So, how can you use it safely? Drink it black without sugar or cream. Additives only increase the burden on your kidneys. Avoid drinking it after 2 p.m. so it doesn't disrupt your sleep, which is essential for kidney repair. Use paper filters instead of metal ones to remove compounds that can raise cholesterol. And most importantly, listen to your body. If coffee makes you feel anxious or causes palpitations, you may metabolize caffeine slowly. In that case, less is better. The conclusion is clear. When consumed wisely, black coffee is not just a morning routine. It can be a powerful shield against proteinuria and chronic kidney disease. The decision is in your hands. So here it is. We've uncovered the 4 everyday drinks that silently damage your kidneys. Energy drinks, alcohol, cow's milk, and soft drinks, both sugary and diet. And we've also discovered the 3 science-backed heroes: fresh lemon water, green tea, and black coffee. The lesson here is more than just a list. It's the awareness that every choice you pour into your glass each day is a decision for your kidney health. That power is in your hands. Before making any changes, always consult your doctor, especially if you already have kidney disease, high blood pressure, or are taking medications. And remember, no single drink is a magic cure. Kidney health is built through consistent daily habits, balanced nutrition, physical activity, proper rest, and stress management. I am Dr. Richard Ben. And now I want to ask you, after hearing all this, what change will you make in your drinking habits starting today? Share it in the comments. Your story might inspire and help someone else. Your health is shaped by the small choices you make every day. So, choose wisely. Start making better decisions today, and your future self will thank you. If this video helped you, share it with someone who needs to see it. Stay informed, stay consistent, and I'll see you in the next